Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I'm going to share few pieces of advice which Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did to his nephew Abdullah bin Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma. Abdullah bin Abbas radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma is considered one of the greatest mufassir of Quran in the Islamic history. And that was because of the dua Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made for him. Just remember one incident. He says that we were little kids. I had my other brothers, Ubaidullah bin Abbas and Kasir bin Abbas raziyallahu ta'ala anhu, and myself. We were little kids and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was playing with us. So one day he said, the one who touched me, you see the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he was with kids, he used to act like kids. He used to play with them. So these ahadith we should bring in front of everyone else. That's also a big learning lesson for all of us. So he said to all three of us, the one who gonna touch me first of all, I will give him a reward. Some reward, Rasulullah made a promise. So we were rushing to touch him and he was running here and there and we were right behind him. So finally some among us, we touched him, and then another one and the third one, and some like we sat on his chest, the other one sat on his like shoulder and things like that. So he used to hug each and every one of us and used to kiss us. So he used to give us a lot of love. And one day, more often, because I was also serving him a lot, especially at night time, because that was I used to serve him, used to bring water for him. Sometimes he wanted to make wuzu, so I used to bring water for him. So I served him a lot, and he used to be very happy. And more often he used to give me this dua, Allahumma allimhul kitab wa faqihu fid din. Allah, give him the knowledge of book and make him faqih, alim of Islam. And maybe that's why, because of this dua which I got from Rasulullah more often, I am considered one of the big mufassir. I know whole Quran very well. The tafsir we normally do, it is the tafsir of many tabi'in. And these tabi'in, they learned this tafsir from Sahaba. And among those four top Sahaba, one of them was Abdullah bin Abbas, raziyallahu anhu. Especially the tafsir of Mujahid, rahmatullah alayhi, tabi'i. He learned this tafsir from Abbas raziyallahu anhu 4 times in his life. Can you imagine the whole tafsir? He was his student. So these are the copies of them. Nowadays, all the tafasir we read from so many scholars are the copies of those tafasir of those mufassirin. So let's come back to the hadith reported in Tirmizi, which I want to share. Then inshallah some other time we'll share these stories of his childhood. One day Rasulullah was praying at night, his Salatul Layl, Tahajjud prayer. So Abbas raziyallahu anhu says, I also wanted to join him. So I stood next to him. I was a kid and I stood on his left side. So what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did, he grabbed me like this on my ear, and he brought me like hold my ear and pulled me towards his right side. And then he made me stand there. After prayer, he said, whenever somebody is praying alone, stand on his right side. So that was my mistake, but it was a big learning lesson for me that he taught me through this way. So now this hadith says, Abdullah bin Abbas raziyallahu anhu says, I was sitting behind Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam one day on a ride. Then he said to me, O son, guard the right of Allah. Allah will guard your rights. You guard the rights of Allah, you will always see Allah in front of you. The second nasiha he made to me, O son, whenever you want to beg, beg only from Allah, no one else. Third one, when you seek help, always seek help from Allah only, no one else. The fourth nasihah he made to me, O son, remember it. If the whole ummah gets together and they want to give you any benefit, they cannot benefit you anything except what is written for you by Allah. And the last nasihah he made to me, O son, if all people they get together and they want to harm you, they cannot harm you unless what is written for you by Allah. This hadith is reported in Tirmizi. So very beautiful pieces of advice Rasulullah made in this hadith to Abdullah bin Abbas raziyallahu. 5 pieces of advice. May Allah make it easy for all of us that we put them in our practice, in our daily life as well. Ameen. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alameen.